What's happening, everybody? It is Jeff and Justin here, the Frustrated Rockstars.
Let me just turn off my radio since we can get the show on the road here.
We are back again live on MP4 from the Cocktail Cove in Sandy Springs, Georgia. And of course, if you want a cool t-shirt like we have, go to teezeria.com. That's TEEZERIA.com. See, it's like a pizzeria.
Sure.
But you order your shirt to make. You pick the color, the size, the design. They got some cool stuff.
Sometimes they stuck a garlic roll in there too.
So it's good stuff, and we appreciate them helping us.
And don't forget, you get a 15% off. We have a code. Just put in rock, and you'll get 15% off when you go to the site.
Even better.
So you need to thank us.
Yeah. By the way, tonight we have In the Noise featuring the new Chickenfoot album. Ooh. If you don't know who Chickenfoot is, you want to check that out. And of course, some commentary after that to kind of talk about what you guys talk about.
I dated an Indian girl once named Chickenfoot. No, of course I'm kidding. Oh boy.
But tonight's topic is albums that wouldn't be big if released today. In this singles environment with image and everything, there are a lot of great albums that have been released that probably would have bombed today.
They were huge. I was thinking about
landmarks.
Listen, Thriller. Well, how many albums does that sell? 40 million copies, 50 million copies? With all we know about Michael Jackson, if that album came out today, it would sell 1 million copies.
Well, hang on.
No, it counts.
If it were Michael Jackson.
It counts. If Michael Jackson would release Thriller today, it would sell
it
1 million
would do
copies.
anything. But if Justin Timberlake did, if it was the same material.
Sure.
So that's not a question of material. That's
right.
What Michael Jackson's been through. If he did Thriller now,
No, I'm not even sure the songs. Do you think the songs would still be equally as popular?
I do.
Beat It would be as big as it was then.
I do.
Really?
Except you'd have Jack White playing the solo on Beat It instead of Eddie Van Halen.
I think Back in Black, you could release that anytime.
Well,
because of their timeless sound.
Right.
You know, I think that would still sell just the way Appetite for Destruction would still sell. Maybe not. Probably.
Well, again, it's all about the image and what's a single. I think that there's still some singles on Appetite for Destruction and Thriller.
But nowadays, your thought is that people would just download the hits and they wouldn't buy the albums anymore.
Right.
So you wouldn't have that diamond status of the record.
Yeah, but if you had an album like that had so many hits and so many singles,
right?
I think. It's because back in the day, it was the same system back in like the 60s and 70s. People bought 45s.
Right.
You bought 145, 245, and then you probably bought the album.
Right.
So the singles were like a way to buy the album.
Right.
Well, that's kind of how it is now, but people know that, well, the whole album's probably going to suck. Maybe I'll just have the one single.
Right.
See, no one's making powerful albums with lots of hits these days.
No, there's no reason to. I guess.
You can get your name out there with a couple of singles and tour, and you're fine. But the public aren't buying full CDs much anymore.
So why not? So let's say
new business model.
Let's say an album has 10 songs on it. Back in the day, if you had a really great album, it had 5, 6 good songs. So you're saying nowadays they record 10 songs and 5 or 6 of them aren't good anymore, just 2?
Basically.
What do you attribute that to? The production value?
Production value.
Lack of talent?
Production value could be that. I mean, the Kid Rock album, I think, has lots of great songs on it. There's not a lot of filler on there. I think mostly any classic rock album wouldn't work today, except for like maybe the Zeppelins and the Stones, like stuff that, that have singles. Mm-hmm. But concept albums and jam music is not going to work today in pop music.
It's really not.
It's too bad.
No.
Such as Mango.
Such as Mango.
So let's move on tonight to In the Noise. Now, maybe this could be a band that brings some real rock and roll back to the scene. Have you heard of Chickenfoot?
Okay.
Terrible name.
Horrible name.
It's the worst. I think it's.
Why would you do that?
They did it as a joke, and apparently it stuck. It's this new project with Sammy Hagar on vocals, Michael Anthony from Van Halen on bass and backing vocals.
With you so far?
Joe Satriani on guitar.
Your
heart out, Eddie.
And Chad Smith, right?
Eat your heart out, Gen Xers. So you get a great supergroup here.
That is a great supergroup.
And apparently they've been working on some stuff. Apparently they may have an album coming out by the spring.
I was surprised to find out that the Red Hot Chili Peppers are disbanded. I thought they were on hiatus.
I thought they were on hiatus.
They're not. Well, you know how that could go, but the official word is they've disbanded. Now I'm excited. Obviously, a bunch of my favorites in there, but I'm wondering how the guitar sound of Joe Satriani is going to fit. You know, if you're writing melodic 3, 4, 5 minute album songs.
Yeah, maybe he'll just kind of tone it down a little bit. He'll just kind of be a great guitar player. But back to the name real quick. They were working on this like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Michael Anthony and Sammy Hagar and Neil Schon from Journey. And they would call themselves Planet Us. Much better name. I don't know why. I don't know where this Chickenfoot came from, but that's got to stop.
I don't know, but I'm hungry.
They got to come up with something better than that. Why don't they just call it the Cabo Wabo Band?
Anything's better than Chickenfoot.
Yeah, anything.
They can call themselves Toothpaste.
I'm very excited. I say sign it. Clive Davis, get out there and literally sign this act.
Yes.
Please. This could be our savior.
This could be, well, I don't know. You're putting a lot on it.
I know, but well, again, it's like it's a great band, but
well, it's like all
the kids that are younger that are listening to pop music now. I mean, this would be like the Stones and doing an album.
Well, the other thing is, you talk about this could be the savior of rock and roll. With most of these supergroups, first album's great, i.e. Velvet Revolver. Second album, it just falls right off.
Yeah.
They usually have a 1-2 album, 2-3 year window.
Maybe this could be
especially
better.
these guys. These guys are no spring Chickenfoots.
No, but they are.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to hearing it, but it's going to be a great album.
Yeah.
Obviously, sign it.
Well, whatever it is, it'll probably be better than whatever Van Halen does now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Snap.
I said it. Okay, so let's move on to tonight's
common commentary.
Just recently, we did one when old artists work with new artists. Like when the Puff Daddy and the Jimmy Page and the Loretta Lynn and Jack Black.
Sure.
But most of it is when the rappers work with classic rock artists.
Right.
So here's something on YouTube from Requiem X.
It looks like Intoxicants. Requiem Toxin Innocence.
Yes.
Very interesting.
I completely agree with these guys. Rappers have taken over all the radio, and the only rock you ever hear on the radio anymore is S and Bullocks.
S and Bullocks.
When rap falls, real rock stars will rise to take their place. The only question is when. Huh? Do we love this comment or what?
Woo! Who could tell? Rap's not going anywhere soon.
Well, the good thing is it's kind of moving from rap to R&B. And you get more R&B, you get more blues. You get more blues, you get more the basis of rock and roll. So there could be a
everything
transition.
is cyclical, of course.
Yeah.
There's got to be a return of rock one day.
The only way it'll happen is if there is like a Guns N' Roses or, as much as I hate to say it, a Nirvana that really sparks a new sound. But what's the new sound? I mean,
if we knew that,
if we knew that, we would be Frustrated Rockstars.
We'd be in the back of a limo. Right.
But there could be something. You don't think it'll be Chickenfoot?
I don't know.
Chickenfoot can't spark it?
I think it doesn't have to be one or the other. I just like to see there's room for rock and rap. Yes. I'd like to just see rock come back in its own, not necessarily push rap out of the way.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. Just like in the late 80s.
Rap's not going anywhere.
In the late 80s, we had some great hip hop.
All people buy is rap.
Yeah, well, but in the late 80s, we had some great hip hop, and we had some great rock, and we had some great pop.
I'll tell you one thing, I would like to see people take more chances. Seems like all the rock, anybody that can write a song and play an instrument is going into country now.
Right.
Because, hey, I want to get played on the radio and I want to tour. I'm not going to be a rock band, not get played on the radio.
So they're making a bland.
They're just, let's go out and make another country.
That's, again, a lot of it is production values. We need a new Mutt Lange.
They're scared.
Who's the new Mutt Lange?
Why are they so scared to step up and make a rock record?
And just
take your chances.
Make some songs that have some empty spaces. You don't have to have noise in every single second.
No, you don't.
But
anyway, nice one for Requiem Toxic Innocence.
Yeah.
It's a mouthful.
And you can leave some comments at YouTube or email us info@thefrustratedrockstars.com. Thank you so much for joining us. And until next time,
enjoy your Chickenfoot. Can you turn your phone off?
Well, yeah.
I mean...